So looking back at my 2017 F2 season, yeah, I'd say it's one for sure I could be quite happy with and quite proud of. We ended up finishing 5th in the end in the championship, always consistently on the podium, 9 times, so among the most out of any of the drivers. You know, obviously the main thing I look at when I compare, let's say, when I try and evaluate this season is comparing it to my previous year, and that for sure was a massive step forward, and you know, that's one of the main reasons I could be really happy about this year. So my highlight race of this year would probably have to be the win in Silverstone. You know, we had been quite close to winning a few races up until then, and one unfortunately got away from me while I was in the lead. So yeah, obviously I was really happy to get that back, so that would for sure have to be the highlight. And also it was my first win at this high level of motorsport. So the biggest step I feel I made this season compared to last season would have to be the race pace. You know, last year was quite difficult for me in the races, you know, a bit difficult to understand the Pirelli tires. We did a lot of work with the team to try and improve my understanding. The team improved the car a lot as well. And we went from being one of the slower ones in the races to being arguably one of the quickest ones, always finishing on the podium. So that would for sure have to be the biggest improvement. So to sum up my damn team in 3 words, okay, that's a bit of a tricky one. So the first word I would use is French. The second one I would say would have to be dedicated. And the third one, passionate. Coming from the angle of disappointment that was something within my control, I would have to say the sprint race in Barcelona, where I was in the lead and was almost certain to win the race with a few laps to go, and I kind of lost my concentration. I got a bit distracted and I made a mistake, ended up driving off the track. So yeah, that I would say is the biggest disappointment from, again, something in my control. Then looking at it from something that was out of my control, I would say the 2 would probably have to be the feature race in Monaco, where my battery exploded, and then obviously having to start last for the next race because of that. And then a similar thing in Spa, where I was due to start on the front row after a great qualifying in the rain, and my engine exploded on the way to the grid. So didn't start that race and had to start last for the next race that weekend. So heading into the 2018 season, at the moment it's looking likely that I can make a return to Formula 2. If that is the case, obviously the goal would 100% be to win the championship, considering that I was, you know, always consistently on the podium, a lot of podiums. Only 1 win, so for sure the goal would be to win many more races than that. But yeah, for sure the goal and my target would be to win the championship, as I know that would give me the best possible opportunity to, you know, reach my goal, which is arriving in Formula 1.